Hey everyone, this is Crow Central, of course, with still Champions Online, naturally. And let's go ahead. Remember, we came in here earlier? Well, now we actually have to fight that boss guy, which is, of course, Clyde von Schultz. So, let's go ahead and get this on going. And it looks like they did aggro him this time. Hey, at least it was something where it wasn't so bad. Alright, good. We can get that soul vortex, whatever going. There we go. See, I could heal the pets so much faster now than I have before. See, they're saying this is a two-man mission, and I will agree that they at least geared up the enemies appropriately, but you remember how we took on a three-man group with one level above us? Yeah, it's not going to be a problem, realistically. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw that out. Where are the bots? Okay, well, as long as they're still firing, I guess we're okay. But I can't really heal them too well when they're out there like that. Alright, so he's down and out. Got a perk for defeating that guy. Okay, if I can get the bots out of there, wherever their corners are, and I'll go ahead, got the attack plans, pick up our psionic focus, to 43, let's head on out. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think we're actually going to be heading towards Viper, actually, after this. Gonna have to check that out, though. Either way, I think we're doing pretty good. Good time, good, good progress here. So that'll be useful. And as you can see, it's not like, Canada's that bad or anything. It's just everything's gray, white, gray, white. So it's not that big a deal. See, 100 Patriot operations all over Canada are falling apart now that von Schultz is in custody. Alrighty then. Ah, good. We finally get a chance at an upgrade, it looks like. Alright, so let's start by opening that up and see. Yes, it does have something in there for critical strike. And it is replacing this. What does this have? This has bonus healing. We don't really need critical strike. How much does that cost us? That's a fair amount. And I just realized we've already got this, so why don't we just do that? Craft a new one instead. And toss that on in there. Alright, commit that. And there you have it. You have a direct upgrade. Okay, let me just check, make sure we can't use any of these. Oh, we can. Alright, so our defense goes up, our cooldown reduction goes up, cost discount is lost a little bit. We lose 4 points of presence for 9 points of presence, so I think this is still an upgrade. Pretty sure it would be. And I think everything else is not really of a use. Okay, so let's go ahead. I mean, we're like right here. Might as well sell off some junk. Like here, for example. You can get training here, but I'm just looking for the man, you can't sell to these guys? I keep forgetting they changed so many of these things. You did used to be able to, but wait, something here? Read Book of Strange Lore. I don't remember this. Many were dying, and though I would have preferred to see to their healing, I had my orders from the abbot to take the old man's confession and transcribe his ravings. The old fool said that he was the last of his kind, a druid, and he had walked paths between worlds unseen. I dismissed it, but things he described chilled me terribly. I shall tell you of the kings of Edom, those who ruled this world before our world even was, he said. For I have seen them in their prisons. I have walked with the ravens of dispersion and sought wisdom from the lords of the jeweled spider. And I have learned the natures of the 5 kings of the terrible cannibal hall. They are the survivors of worlds before ours, beings of cruelty and malice unimaginable, so powerful they can only be imprisoned. I have done terrible things to gain this learning, only to learn that it is too much to bear. I will share the burden of my knowledge, though I pray it will not drive you to a similar madness. Alright, so one of the things that's kind of interesting is that while they do have a sort of You know, everyone goes crazy, Cthulhu's type world with was what they're referring to. The thing about it is that it just, I don't know. Again, this game seems to go back and forth between comedic and serious, and that just kind of ruins the feel sometimes. But it's something. Alright, so let me just double check. Okay. Nothing useful. How about you? We have, alright, too low of a level. Celestar? I'm pretty sure that's too high a level. Yeah, that's the Gadron stuff. That's 24. Okay, these are out of my level entirely. See, Steve Fisher, I think his stuff's too low of a level. Oh, he doesn't even have anything for us. Okay. Eddie Nelson should be done with him. Yep. That's interesting. Maybe something else showed up over here? I could have sworn there was still more. It says, soldier, we need to talk. That's a good sign. In the meantime, let's start with Justiciar. Actually, we do have one. Just one. Viper sends regular reports on their activities to the director at their headquarters. Why, they even have a spy within the 100 patrons keeping track of their activities. I want you to locate the three couriers and intercept them so we can learn what Viper is up to. I have a suspicion those creeps are about to launch an attack, and I don't want to be blindsided. That one could be a giant pain if you don't know where you're going. But thankfully I've learned a few tricks. Hey there, I'm impressed by the things I've been hearing about you, Zaragos. Back in the 80s, I was a superhero known as Avenger. It may be a little before your time, though, youngster? Listen up, kid. I'll give you the lowdown on what's going on around here. Alright, Precog's aversion. Viper has been interrogating Precogs in an underground bunker. Find the bunker in the Massasauga Hills? Whatever. And rescue the Precogs. Okay? They actually changed that mission from its original format, but yeah. Viper Cache. Viper has been collecting crates of weapons in a bunker in Massasauga Hills. Find the weapons to disable them before Viper can use them against us. Make snakes moan. Okay. We're getting word that the Viper is making headway on their Project Awakening program, so it's time to go on the attack. In the name of justice, of course. We don't need a sophisticated plan of attack. Just go there and knock enough heads around, and the cowards will run for the hills. Defeat 150 of these guys. It says kill, but we're superheroes. There are hills to the far south of Viper's Project Awakening base, west of the lake, where some of Viper's newly trained psionic agents have gathered. I think they are preparing an attack on Steelhead Base as part of some demented graduation exercise. Time to go on the offensive, don't you agree? And a mounting danger. Your presence here has been a little too inspirational for some of our Steelhead troops, Argos. You make it look so easy. After seeing you in action, some trainees headed into Massasauga Hills thinking they could take on Viper on their own. Those green recruits don't stand a chance. You should be able to find the recruits to the east of Project Awakening. You generally find more of those than you'd ever want. Now, assuming I still got everything roughly right, I believe that we're running low on this video time-wise, if we're going to cut it off at about 10 minutes, which I'd still like to do. So let's go ahead, head on over, and then I guess we'll probably stop once we get there. There is another person who can give us missions here. I'm not sure if they'll give it yet, though. So let's find out. I got a new respawn unlocked. Yep, here we go. Female precog. I'm a curious side effect of Viper's Project Awakening. I am a precognitive, able to tell the future with 92.7% accuracy. It is good to see you, Zaragos, but I cannot say I'm surprised. Our meeting was inevitable. Viper has plans to use precognitives for nefarious purposes. Fortunately, I foretell that this is something you will not allow to happen. See, a whole lot of trouble. Do you know the winning number for next week's lotto? Well, I do. That's the precognitive's blessing and curse. Some Viper renegades kidnapped my mate and I, intending to beat us until we give up our numbers. I escaped, and I can see a future where you rescue my mate. Okay. In any case, so let's go ahead and leave it here, because honestly it's going to go on a while once we get into this. But I hope you're all having fun out there, I'll see you next time.